I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is doing awesome. Welcome. What's today? Okay, it's Tuesday. One of the pitfalls of working from home, I mean, you really do kind of forget what day it is sometimes. Y'all, good morning. We have 63 in the house, and good morning. And I hope everyone is having a wonderful day so far. And welcome to my house. Okay. Look, I know you see this title, and as I was typing initially, yes, I spelled tricks wrong, but that's more of a typo. You guys know I know how to spell tricks. Okay. I fixed it on YouTube, so it should be good now, but on Twitch and Facebook, don't come for me. Let's keep things cool. Okay. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone had a great evening. I hope you had something yummy for dinner, and I hope life is good. Look, I dropped a recording over on, well, not a recording. I went live for about 20 minutes over on, let me handle some dog mommy stuff right now. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to go get a dog because they're barking. Farrah's home. Mommy. Sorry, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Look to the left, look to the right. Say good morning to one of your neighbors. Moving in silence, Latoy, Shay, good morning. My gang stars, I appreciate you. Give me just a second. I will be right back. Let me handle this K9 situation, and I will be right back. Okay, guys. Let's see. Now you can upload. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I appreciate the likes. Thank you so much. Good morning. Look, I hope everyone had a great evening. I wanted to talk a little bit because I feel like this is really becoming a problem on YouTube Streets, but we know that this has been a problem in life, period. We see all of this happening on a regular basis, and we all know someone, whether they've been in love, not been in love, whatever their situation has been. We've seen people have babies, okay, period. We've seen babies put on someone, and we've seen our friends, cousins, classmates, college roommates, whatever, put a baby on someone, right? This is nothing new. This is stuff that's been happening since the beginning of time, and we see it on YouTube, period. So that's where I'm coming at with this, because it just seems to be something worth talking about at this moment in light of a couple of things that's happening, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But I want to continue to say good morning, Anisha, Shay, again, good morning, V-Love, Anisha. If you're not subscribed to all of my channels, please do so. That way, when I go live and drop a video, you know what's coming up. Oh my goodness. I got some off the chain dogs right now. Guys, let me tell you something. Going from one dog, you think it's a good idea to get another one, don't do it. Fifi, good morning. I see Fifi just dropped a video, I think. Something about Olivia. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to Fifi's channel, go check her out. Mastermind, good morning. Coco D, good morning. Dovely Creations, good morning. I hope I'm not skipping anyone. Let me see. Let me go over to this other screen. I might have to refresh this other one because I know this isn't up to date. I'm going to start in reverse. Cheryl Waz, good morning. Rose of Sharon, go over to Real Talk Bougie if you hadn't caught it. I talked about goals. I talked about vision board. We're going to do some deeper dive into vision board, and I do have to get my hands on that recording, that video from earlier this year about vision board, and I'm going to post it over there. And we will do a little bit of talk. We're not going to do a whole lot, but we will do at least one or two more conversations, and then leading up into 2022, and then kick off 2022. And anyone who wants to be supported in their goal endeavors, we will probably be doing something over on Real Talk Bougie, and I'm going to leave that right there for right now. So what it's going to look like, how it's going to be, I can't promise it's going to be a weekly thing, but it could be something that we would meet monthly and have some content supporting around goal setting and, you know, people getting ish done and doing their damn thing, which is kind of a reoccurring theme through all of my platforms. But in any case, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we'll meet again about this topic a couple more times, and then we're going to have a vision board party like we've done for the last 2 years, and we're going to do it again. Good morning, Life of Destiny. How are you, hun? Guys, because it's Bougie Gang, And I like to call myself the bougie badass in the Discord. I've already picked some of the selections for the Bougie Book Club. Number one, cue the relations. We're going to jump into that. We will have a meeting tomorrow night. It is a members only, so there is a Bougie Book Club. It would either, if you're already in, it's possible you need to upgrade. If you're already at a certain level, then you don't need an upgrade. You're already there. So it's the Bougie Book Club. First book we're going to read is Cue the Relations, and we're going to probably spend maybe 2 to 3 weeks going into maybe separate the book into 3 because I don't think the book is very long, so it shouldn't take long to read and get through it. However, I know you guys want to have some conversations. Keisha is in Keyvember, so it's possible we can just stick with it the whole entire month. Roll into the next book, which is going to be Listen by Erica N. White. Okay. Love by Erica has a book. I will put the link to the Amazon. Go ahead, pick it up. You can download it to your Kindle. Then we're going to roll into Tabitha Brown. Notice there's a theme here. These are all YouTubers, right? We might, Tabitha, I think initially is a TikToker, but she's legit YouTuber now, so we're good there. All of these books are in my basket. I'm going to be picking, they're all going to be in my possession soon. And the next book that we will read is called Heart and Hustle. I'll tell you who wrote that in a second, but Tabitha Brown just released a book. It is a New York Times bestseller. She is an African-American goddess. She is a media mogul. She is a YouTuber and TikToker, all around badass, and I just can't wait, okay? Feeding the soul because it's my business, finding our way to joy, love, and freedom, okay? That's going to be the next book. So if you want to jump ahead and start reading, be my guest. I'm going to put the list out. And if you order them through Amazon, please use my link. The next book that we're going to read is called Heart and Hustle. Use Your Passion, Build Your Brand, Achieve Your Dreams by the badass Patricia Bright. Okay, let's not play here. So if you have any other YouTubers who've written a book, I don't care if it's trashy literature, I don't care if it's video vixen tales, you just let me know. I want them to be a certified YouTuber. I want them to be someone who came from nothing on YouTube, and whether they're still working their way to the top or they're at the top, that's what I'd like to read. I think it fits in with what we do here. We love to talk about the YouTube channels you love to watch. Let's go ahead and support some of these books. Let's feed our brains by reading, and let's talk about some things other than just their videos, and let's take a deeper dive into what they've got out here too. Peach has a book. Okay. Let me go check it out, and I will probably add it to the list because Peach is a mommy out here. So awesome. Actually, I think I saw that, right? I think I saw that recently. So thank you for bringing that back into my consciousness. I think I saw that like a week or 2 ago. Is that right? Did she just launch the book, if I'm not mistaken? Good call out. Thank you. So we're going to just assemble a list. When we get to about 12 books, maybe there'll be some bonus books that if you want to read on your own time, or we can just quickly, if just people are reading on the side and want to discuss. But I would like to have a book of purpose every month that we are going through and have conversations on. So the book is old. Okay. I feel like I saw her launching something. Now the picture looked kind of like not her right now. So maybe she was talking, I'm not sure, but I feel like she was talking about a book about a week or 2 ago. Or maybe it was on her Instagram. Okay. I'm going to add it to the list. Let me go see if it's available on Amazon. And then I can, once we get to 12 books, then we'll pretty much have the year squared away. But we can always add bonus reading list, and we can always have sidebar conversations. Okay. So you're reading Widow's Walk by Robert Barkley. Sounds like fiction. Is Robert Barkley a YouTuber, or that's just what you're currently reading? Awesome, Sean. So, guys, it's posted. Go check it out. We will have a weekly, like Wednesday evening chat. It's going to be book club members only. I probably would do some sort of content around it in terms of this is what we're reading, my overall synopsis of the book and maybe some of what we discussed. But if people want the deep dive, they want the book club experience, then I would encourage you to join the book club. Otherwise, it's a members only thing. If you're not able to be there for every conversation, it's okay. We will have the conversation anyway, whatever the topics are for the week. That's what we'll discuss, and definitely audience participation. It's going to stay members. But like I said, I might have some sort of like, hey, this is the book that we read. It's really great. This is kind of kind of thing, but it's more of an experience that you have to be in the book club to experience. But again, I might do a like kind of, just a reaction to the book, without giving out spoilers, but the deep dive, the dramatic readings of excerpts and things like that, all of the foolishness, shenanigans, and debates and conversation will take place in the book club. Okay, so it's posted. I went in and took care of it yesterday, had YouTube approve it, and it's there. So upgrade at your leisure, but we will be starting tomorrow. And I don't care if it's like one person there. We're going to go ahead and get started because I feel like Keisha has given an open call on many occasions for us to jump into this book. And I started reading it and I never finished. So this gives me the encouragement to go ahead and really kind of speak from a place of, yes, I actually read the book. So because I wasn't there at the beginning, I was not, I had my own college experience and I was not consuming Keisha's at the time. I've gone back. I did watch her documentary and all that stuff. What time? I would say like 6, 7 o'clock. I'll put up a poll and you guys let me know what time works best. But I think Wednesday feels good to me. And so Wednesday, I'll put up a poll for the time with a link and make sure that you upgrade or join at the Bougie Book Club level, because that's where the meetings will take place. And if you are designated at that level, then you will have automatic access to it. If you don't have access to it, then it's going to invite you to upgrade at that time. Okay. But that's where we're all right now. I'm going to add Peach's book as a member request, as a Bougie Gang request. I appreciate you running that up. If you know anyone else who's got a book who is on these YouTube streets, let's do it, because I think it's going to be fun. I love to hear people's stories, and I think we have a nice selection here of drama, foolishness, shenanigans, thirst, hustle, all of that. Okay. And I think so we're 5 books in right now. We'll add Peach. But we've got Keisha K. Lee kicking things off in Keyvember. We've got Erica White. We've got Tabitha Brown. We've got Patricia Bright, and we will have Peach McIntyre. Okay. So, any other suggestions, let me know. I would love a active YouTuber, not someone who just like Nene Leakes has a YouTube channel now. I want someone who started on YouTube. That's kind of my ask, but she is on YouTube. But so are a lot of people. So, but I would love to hear, who is Erica White? Loved by Erica, the baby mom to Damian Cryer, and now the pregnant again, YouTube Streets Mommy, by the Mucker family. Okay. Yes. Okay. Rose of Sharon, 11 months, book club level. I need to know how to upgrade. So I'll post the link. It'll probably tell you that you're not, and then it'll tell you that you'll need to upgrade, and then you'll click the button. Okay. And don't forget, Rose of Sharon. Good morning, hon. Don't forget to go over to, Real Talk Bougie and go ahead and that live was dedicated to you, my dear. You requested it, and that was a member request live. Rose of Sharon asked me to talk about goals and the vision boards. So we're going to do that a couple more times before we close out the year, and we're going to have our third annual vision board party, and it will no longer be on Francois Vlogs. It's going to be on Real Talk Bougie. So get your vision board, get your life, get your dreams and hopes together, and start planning for what you think you want to accomplish in 2022, because the doors of the church are open. Don't play. Okay? Like I said, you have about 60 more days than everyone who did not make it through the night last night. Okay? Chew on that for a minute. We have 60 days until 2022. There's people that change their lives in one day, and you've got 60. Okay? All right. Pregnancy, traps, tricks, and did I say trolls? Look, yesterday I had the opportunity to watch the baby shower of Miss Jasmine. Okay. We're not going to deep dive into this right now. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a reaction on it. But what I want to say is this, Jasmine, girl, you about to have that baby any minute now. Your dress is totally filled out. And girl, you are good and pregnant. She's so pregnant that she's actually looking like she's losing weight now. Did you notice that? Her face was looking slimmer. That baby is in overdrive, taking all of her calories. Okay. But she's looking like she's actually, her swelling is going down. Maybe she's eating better. I don't know. Or maybe she's got a 10-pounder in there. Maybe she's going to give birth to a turkey. We don't know. But at the end of the day, I know we said a brisket, but maybe it's a turkey. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, homegirl is pregnant. Okay. But how does this fit into the traps, the tricks, and the let me see what else I called this. Did I say trolls? I'm so naughty. Okay. Trolls. Yes. Okay. Trolls, trolls are people who kind of come in to disrupt, distract, discredit. They do a lot of different things, right? I've got my list. I'll have to go back over that. We'll have to talk that talk again soon, because I know some of you are new here, and there's so much content to go through. It's kind of hard to backtrack. Hips didn't even look. Most men, there's a reason why we don't typically have men at baby showers, right? Because it's really not for them. We do all the washing and the keeping and all of that for the most part. Guys, if you want to test out how traditional your man is, get married and see that he doesn't want dinner. Like he doesn't get to the point where he doesn't just go sit at the dining room table. For all of you who your man goes in the kitchen, gets his spoon and his stuff to go make his own plate. All of you plate making ladies and the men who go sit at the table and wait for you to bring them a plate, girl, okay? Yes, this is the guy you got used to go and have drinks with, and maybe puff on a little bit of something, feel good, jump in the bed, get dug out, have fun, run the streets, like, damn Romeo and Juliet to Bonnie and Clyde, okay? But now he is acting like his daddy, okay? Or his granddaddy. He's gone all traditional on that ass, okay? Look, that's what happens. New stages, new habits, right? And I think sometimes when you get comfortable in a relationship, that you trust someone and that you know that person's taking care of you and looking out for you like a wife, or as your wife, you go into different roles, right? And men do get all traditional on that ass. They just do. They do. I don't care how much you guys used to run the streets and have fun. It's going to change, right? Exactly. There's nothing wrong with old school, because you know what? When it's time for you to get served up something, I'm sure you get it served up just the way you want it, right? And any of, me personally, my husband is more of a social person, especially when we're at family events. So I'm ready to eat, or I'm getting Farrah food, and he might not be ready to eat. He's outside talking with the guys. They're drinking beers. Why am I going to make him a plate and his hands are full? and the guys aren't, like, they're waiting for the women and the kids to eat first. So sometimes I'm one of these that gets caught not having had made a plate. But most of what I observe sometimes is you bring a plate out and they're all drinking and, you know, smoking cigarettes or talking or whatever they're doing, still at the barbecue grill. They're not always ready for a plate. So I'm not doing all that sometimes. Now at the house, that's one thing. But if my husband says, yeah, when you do your plate, can you do mine too or whatever? That's one thing. But if they're socializing, I'm not going to break into the middle of the men in their conversation and they haven't seen each other in months, or the brothers or the cousins, to make a plate when they're not even ready for a plate. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I know there's plenty of food. So if he wants a plate, he can let me know. Or, you know, I'm just not one of the ones that's going to do that on the rip. I'm going to make sure my daughter has food first. And if he's ready to eat, then I'll make it, of course. But if he's socializing and the guys are not thinking about food at the time, I'm not running over with a plate. I'm sorry. Okay, Life of Destiny, he can make his own plate. Yeah, I'm not to that extreme, but I'm kind of like assessing the situation of, do I really need to get involved at this moment? Is he ready to eat? Am I interrupting their conversation or whatever? Because if I was sitting and talking and my husband says, do you want a plate? And the other ladies aren't eating yet, or we're having a snack or whatever the case might be, I might just be like, I'm going to get my own. Like, you know, it's cool, right? But, you know, whatever. Anyway, Jasmine had her shower. My absolute first impression was she is good and pregnant. Number 2, Chris did not dress again. Number 3 is, you guys didn't pay for shit. The only thing you guys did was pay for alcohol. So Jasmine could trick your dumbass, Chris, into putting a baby up in there. And we may have seen the preview to the next setup. Chris, if you get set up with another daughter, you are crazy, okay? Because you guys can't afford all these kids. You guys can barely afford food. You guys have no business having a baby right now, but that's your business. But at the end of the day, Jasmine gave us a preview to her baby lust. Forget about baby fever, baby lust, okay? I have never in my watching the Jazzy Life program at this moment, Pineapples, what's good? Lanice, everyone coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look, a lot of people, I love my husband very much, or we have we have a tremendous amount of love in this household, or, oh my God, we were so in love, we did this, or I couldn't keep like, you don't hear anyone in that couple articulating their love or muy caliente for each other. All you ever hear, yes, kids eat first, Ms. Mugga, absolutely, because then you can eat. You know what I'm saying? When the kids are fed, then they can go run around, you can eat your food. You never hear these people talk about the love or admiration or the muy caliente that these two have for each other. It's always on some having a baby thing or nothing. Like, Jasmine never, like, I never hear her oogle and ogle or fawn over how much she loves this dude. Never. But you sure are ready to give him a baby all the time. That's it. Like, it's weird to me. I don't know that I've ever heard Jasmine say, I love him so much. You want to get married? I never hear I love him so much. You want to give him more babies? I never hear I love him so much. Chris, that's my dog. That's my dude. That's my ninja. That's my this. Never that is, I love her so much. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. She made me want to be a better man. She made me step up to the table. I can't wait to be a father with her. We've just made a family. Nothing about love. Nothing about building a family. It's all about tricks and traps. It's all about adding to the head count, adding probably to the food stamps, adding to the Section 8, adding to the benefits, adding to the depression, the misery, the overwhelmed mom, all of those things. You know what I mean? Children are a blessing at the end of the day, but you have to be a blessing to be a blessing. Your children are not getting the best of you, Jasmine. And we know this because we watch you every day. And when you've got little children alone in a bedroom for 3 hours that are not where they need to be because they have not been given the speech skills, the love, and the attention, me personally, I think that what's going on right now with the therapy is a direct result of some of the parenting that she chose to impart. And I'm going to say it like that, and I'm not going to go deep into it. But children need to have some stimulation from another adult. They need to see modeling, which is walking around, putting in laundry, talking to them. Okay. As a mother of a child and as a mother of 4-legged fur babies, you want to see a dumb dog, you're going to see a dog that nobody talks to, nobody interacts with, that people just throw food at outside. You want to see a dog that has personality, that speaks English or whatever language that you may speak in their house. It's a dog that you talk to, that you train, that you develop their brain, just like with any other person. Okay. There's a reason why they use certain animals to do tests basically on us, because our brains and our ways are similar. Don't think that animals don't have emotions and feelings and things like that. Children need to be interacted with, spoken to, not just left to their own devices in locked rooms and watched on cameras. That's what they do in sanitariums and hospitals and other things like that. And I'm not going to go deep into it. Any of you who watch her know what the hell I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I think that that she is making up for some of the for some of the parenting that was imparted early. Okay. And because, thank God, Chris came, I don't think she's able to get away with that anymore. And I think she certainly won't be doing that with her child, with Chris, because Chris would be like, what the fuck? Even though he has been a runaway dad. Okay. And we're going to talk about runaway dads soon. We have a lot of dads on these YouTube streets that are getting lots of cred, but they are nothing but runaway dads. They've got other families and other places that are not, they're not accounted for. Okay. Chris, we don't know what's going on with his kids. We don't, and maybe it's none of our business, but when you show up on the YouTube streets and you're part of the channel, and it's been part of the content on the channel, then we're going to talk about it. Okay. There are some daddies out here that may have been a runaway daddy, and they're not a runaway daddy anymore. They were showing more zaddy than daddy, right? So Chris has been zaddy, in my opinion, unless we find out that there's more daddy going on. So look, Jasmine, he's left 2 families behind. I hope 3 for you is not a charm. And if I were you, I would make sure that you don't just go through 1 round of Depo or whatever you're taking, because the situation is real in Texas, guys. They have passed a law, and if you choose to want to have a medical solution to a unwanted pregnancy, you've got 6 weeks. And as we know, most women find out, if you're lucky enough to find out early, that might be an option for you, but for many, it won't be an option. Okay. So what I take from that as a woman who is older, what I would say is this: you need to be careful with your bodies. You need to make good decisions. You need to use birth control. If birth control is what you, if you're not seeking having children or additional children at a particular time. And we need to be adults about these reproductive systems that we have and stop playing victim out here. If you have a man that is fully loaded and no contraceptive, no vasectomy, no condom, you spread. Okay. You spread and you got seated. Well, don't complain. Okay. Don't complain. If you got someone who doesn't come through for you, like they didn't come through for 2 and 3 others, oh well. Okay. And sir, if you can see a body count in the house, you got a little trophy case, and you've got lots of active daddies up in the mist, don't become a statistic. And if you become a statistic and you decided to jump in fully loaded and no protection, that's your business. No one's going to feel sorry for you, Chris. Jasmine went goo goo gaga over those baby clothes of a pink variety. And he was like, oh, no, no. And he looked like, girl, stop it. Okay. Well, Pretty Stoner, I agree with you. Just spit out babies and big. That's all she knows. And if that's the lifestyle you want to live, I'm not supporting it. But if that's the lifestyle she wants to live, girl, you go right on ahead. But understand you are going to get this type of commentary. People are going to talk about it. Guys, we're at 204, 203. Maybe someone just left to give me a like. But we are below 50%. So go ahead. Get these likes up so we can finish this chat. D Rut, welcome to the chat. Pretty Stoner, good morning. Welcome to the chat this morning. Welcome to everyone coming in. If you didn't get a personal hello, I'm giving you, and I'm giving you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Welcome to Bougie Gang. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Don't forget Bougie Book Club. Guys, we are doing it YouTube style. That's all we can do over here. If you want to get caught up and into some YouTube mamas out here on these YouTube streets that have written and told their stories and may even hit us up to a little bit of game. That's what we're going to be doing this year. Period. Okay. So we're starting out Keyvember with Q the Relations. And I think we'll probably just go ahead and pick 13 because that'll take us all the way through 2022. And we are going to do a book a month. And we are going to have some conversations. We're going to follow kind of a cadence with it. Something like, okay, we'll have a plan on how to get through the book in a month. But we're going to kind of try to keep a flow of topics of conversation. If you want to be able to give your opinion, we'll have it open. But at the end of the day, these are going to be live streams for book club members only. And once a month, I will do a video kind of letting you know what's going on in the book club, a little high level overview of what we're reading. And you can join at any time. If there's a specific book you want to read and you're not interested in the others, you can opt out, downgrade, do what you want. There's no full year commitment, but I think in the spirit of fellowship, supporting what I'm doing here on this channel, supporting some other YouTube mommies. Initially, we're kicking off with some African-American writers and YouTubers. So we will be supporting in many different ways across the gamut. Go ahead and jump and supporting this African-American YouTuber too. Okay. So, African Haitian American YouTuber, right? Good morning, Kitten Zombie. So yes, so we are going to start Keyvember with Q the Relations. Then we're going to go into Erica N. White, who is the author of Listen. She is also the YouTuber of Love by Erica. Erica happens to be on these YouTube streets, pregnant again. So she will be 3 baby daddies in. She is with a man called the Mucker family. Now they are, I guess, broken up. We don't really know. This is YouTube land, so we don't know. But allegedly, she reported that she's pregnant, and he would appear to be the daddy, according to her. And she is currently feuding with her second baby daddy, who is Damian Cryer. And I've got a couple videos dropping, one earlier today, I think like around noon, maybe, and another one later this evening, like 6:30. So if you want to get caught up on the videos she dropped another one yesterday, and I will react to that one. But Erica is out here going in on her baby daddy, Damien. She has a new baby daddy to be, which is the Mucker family. I don't think this baby is going anywhere. She's got a bump. And like I said, in Texas, if she had decided that she wanted to have a medical resolution to potentially not having a baby, yeah, I think that window has passed. So she would probably have to travel, right? If you listen to the video I'm dropping this evening, she barely had someone to watch her eldest son to go to the doctor. She barely had someone to watch the baby. So she goes into talking about how Damien wouldn't watch the baby so that she could take her eldest son, Cam, to the doctor. And it's kind of pathetic, but I think she'd be great to cover. And I would love to hear what her thoughts were years ago compared to what they are today. So I'm going to drop a bunch of links, guys. If you've got some extra money to go ahead and Kindle or Audible these books or purchase from Amazon, go ahead and do so. So you can have your books ready, start reading. Is this going to be like the best literature, the best readings that we've ever done or you will ever do? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But reading is fundamental and any reading is good reading. Okay. Jasmine with the Fugazi baby shower. Erica, Keisha, we're watching. Keisha kicked off a special month yesterday. She's going to be super transparent and open, guys. So if you are into Keisha Anderson, I think now is the time to watch. Today's episode, she is going to be going into either the rumor or what she said about picking Jeremy's links or his sneaky links or his women. I don't know. It sounds ratchet to me. But yeah, I will be watching and I will be talking about it. Okay. Let's see. I did mean to talk the other day about Ashley and Jeremy. Now, by no means am I saying that, look, I think between Ashley and Keisha, we did some talking the other day. And look, Jeremy was definitely responsible for what happened. He's the man and he's got the seed, right? Ashley disclosed this was not just a oops one time. This was something that happened because they were sexually active, put it that way, right? And she'd already had one medical resolution to a pregnancy. I'm going to just say it like that, right? So trap, I don't know. Now, it's not always women that are trapping. Sometimes the men are trapping because they know that they can't really be with you, but to keep them in your life, they'll put a baby on you. It's not just women putting babies on men. Sometimes it's men putting babies on women. Okay? Okay? Period. So let's think about that in a couple of different ways where Keisha wanted to make sure she secured the bag. Yeah, she got pregnant twice. Now, what bag, you might ask? Because you all are, there's a lot of you who are under the impression that Keisha's funding everything. Well, we know that there is the testicle bag, which hold the seeds. There is the money bag. Okay. Okay. So there's more than one bag out here, right? So I think that, where Keisha may have been a little bit more calculating in securing the bag, I think that Jeremy did have an affinity and a love for Ashley. That's just my opinion. And I think he put a baby on her because the first time she got pregnant should have been enough for him to know, okay, she's fertile. She can she can receive this seed, and she did. And you went in guns blazing one more time. Okay, you went in fully loaded, guns blazing, and I want to hear zero complaints about a baby because you did that. Not once, twice. Period. So Jeremy should have really nothing to say. So that's how I'm putting it. That's just my opinion. You guys can think what you want. You can call her what you want. I have my own opinions on this topic, and I see it a couple of different ways. I also see it as a fuck you to Keisha in terms of allowing this. If you truly say that you allowed this situation, girl, this thing is all on you. Okay, you opened the door, he walked through it, and then he came back with a whole baby. Okay, so you can't expect two people who are hot for each other to not have that chemical reaction of those seeds going where it needed to, especially if someone's got an egg ready to be received. Okay, we're going to put it like that. Now, I also promised that we would talk about Hazel and Ashley, and we have not done that yet. I would say the only thing I really have to say on this topic, it's not much. It's unfortunate to see friends fall apart. It's unfortunate to see someone that you felt close enough to call godmother. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. I know exactly what you're talking about, Kitten Zombie. Let me park on that comment real quick because I don't know if you guys are Kitten Zombie. I don't know if you're talking about what I'm thinking. Okay, my bad, sis. But it's a coincidence, okay? Who's saying that Madison is a pretty name? Okay, let me not get off track real quick. Yes, that's Madison, and thank you. Okay, Cassandra, I see the chat now, but it's a coincidence, Kitten Zombie. Thank you for letting me know, okay? Thank you for highlighting that because maybe you weren't aware. But we're gonna talk about that in a second, okay? We're sad of the friendship breaking up, right? I like Hazel. Hazel came for me in the comments after I did a reaction on one of her videos. She was mad at me. She may still not like me, and that's okay. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to give the YouTube streets news and my commentary, okay? But I have respect for Hazel. I see what Hazel's doing out here. I see she's a beautiful businesswoman, and I like her spunk. I think she's spunky, and I like her attitude. In this situation, I feel like Ashley probably is still growing in her badassness. And I feel like Hazel has such a big personality that maybe Ashley doesn't feel the space and opportunity to really come out of her shell with having a friend that's so A-type. And it maybe stifles her and she just may feel a way about it. And because Hazel has her own personality. She's confident. She's grown. Ashley is growing. Ashley is certainly not incapable, but I think having a friend who is very confident and very in her body as a woman, and I mean as a full grown, I have my ideas, this is how I feel, don't do this. She's very A-type, and that may have been why Ashley felt stifled a little bit, or felt like at a certain point, I want to make my own decisions. I respect what you're saying, but I need for you to respect what I'm doing. And if Hazel doesn't have time to see a friend walking down the wrong direction or taking a left when she should be taking a right, and be okay with kind of just sitting back, which I think she articulated she's kind of not, then we know why this relationship fell apart. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, we have to make sure that we have friends and not children, or not subjects, or not employees, or not whatever. And I'm not saying that Hazel said or treated Ashley like any of those things, but at a certain point, even if you have a friend who's making a bad decision, as a good friend and someone who may need to, sometimes you can tell people everything. But there are a lot of people who need to touch it, feel it, experience it to learn their lessons. Some people are going to just hear you and say, I'm good. I hear you and thank you for letting me know. But there's a lot of people out here who are just kind of like, I need to do this for myself. And you have to respect that they want to experience that journey, whether it's pain, suffering, waste of time, delayed destiny fulfilled, all of those things. How many times as a mother do you tell your kids to not touch something and they go and get burned anyway? How many times were you told as a knucklehead teen, knucklehead tween, knucklehead 20s, stupid in your 30s, even dumber in your 40s by everybody that you know to not do something, okay? How many times were you told that Pookie wasn't, isn't, and will never be a good choice? But Pookie's got that bust down, and that's what you wanted. At the end of the day, be honest. I just wanted the bust down, guys. I'm sorry. I fooled around. I fell in love. I was digmatized. I was whatever. It is what it, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, guys. Sometimes we just got to get that good slap in the face. Okay, period. So, but we got to be okay with letting people grow at their own rate. And I don't think that Hazel has a lot of patience for that, especially with the fact that that's her godson and she felt away. So I respect that. Was that the right thing to do? Probably not. And but Ashley had to stand up for herself, and it cost a friendship. That's just what I see. I know there's more to it, and I know it could be deeper than that, but that's my quick explanation, period. Or some damsel in distress, lost cause who isn't capable of handling their own shit. I can relate to the feeling. That's how I was being treated by a friend. Like you couldn't handle your own business. Meanwhile, yeah. So sometimes you have friends that think that you're not capable to handle your own business, but you have your own strategy. And sometimes the strategy could be damsel in distress because you need this man to step the fuck up. You know what I mean? Some of you, and you, Keisha, who love to have your superwoman cape on and do everything. You don't leave Jasmine, you don't leave space and opportunity to let your man level up. Yeah, Chris has a job, but Chris at the end of the day needs to be earning the money to pay for his new son's bed. He needs to be earning the money to pay for his son's clothes, socks, heat, food. The fact that you have so many donated gifts that Jasmine was doing damn near a telethon every single day to make sure that she was cultivating and curating the list of all of the things that they need to be parents, including car seats and bassinets. I mean, did people send underwear? They even sent toys for the other kids. I mean, this is ridiculous, okay? It's a donkey. But some people do have their strategy. Now, back to damsel in distress. Can I get up and go get something on my own? Can I go take out some garbage? But we need to all have jobs around the house and everybody does what they do. Do you need to pay every bill just because you make more money than your man or your significant other? No. If bills need to be split 50-50 or however you're doing it, or he's paying all the bills or she's paying all the bills, then that's what needs to happen. Can you kick out? Can you help? Can you give someone a little bit of extra coin and say, do something for yourself? I see what you're doing. Thank you so much for taking great care of us. And Absolutely. But sometimes damsel in distress needs to show up. I'm tired. I've been running around with the kids all week. Now I'm not feeling good. I need to be taken care of right now. Okay. Or jump out of, I know for a lot of women out here who've had to do it on your own and you finally meet really King Charming, forget about Prince Charming, but you meet your king and he just tells you like, sit down, just have a seat. Like you want to see your man go all traditional. Like I said, get married. Okay. To the right guy. But he's like, yeah, you don't have to, I'm going to take your car to get the oil change this weekend. I'm going to pick you up. You don't have to Uber, Erica. You just had a baby for a whole man and you had to Uber from the hospital. What? I wouldn't even talk to him. Period. Okay. So all of these women out here putting on I would have been calling him until the hospital called him. I would have never. The fact that you got home, Erica White, loved by Erica, from the hospital in an Uber, and that you called an Uber tells me what type of woman you are. I would have been sitting there in the chair until the hospital administrator called him, called Damian Prince, called somebody and said, you need to pick this mother up. She is waiting for you on period. And the fact that the baby is almost a year old and you're just now telling us this, you are capping and caping. If you are out here capping and caping, sit down, get some lemonade, and stop. And either see how quickly your man figures, oh shit, okay, let me go ahead and step up. Let him be a man. Let him show you what he's made of. Or watch him walk out the door, boo-boo. If you're not happy capping and caping, stop and see what happens. Either he's going to shape up or he's going to ship out. Period. It's to me, honestly, I don't care what anyone says. If you are capping and caping out here, you're a fool. I don't care what you think you got, what you think is really happening. Y'all don't know. They don't know about us. Y'all don't know about me. Ask Strong Mommy Chrissy. Strong Mommy Chrissy, if you are listening to this, if you are a bone collector carrier, the person I want to hear about, who I would love to see a book from, Strong Mommy Chrissy, you need to tell your story to these women out here that got it twisted, that collecting babies, aka trophies, from every dude that you thought you fell in love with, and the lessons that you learned along the way, and what you're learning as you're still growing until we take our last breath. But I would really love to hear more detail of her story, because she's talked about it some, and I think that's why so many people find her fascinating, because she has the body count. I mean, she's not just a big family mom. Oh, if she was white. No, if she was white and had 10 baby daddies, you'd be looking fascinated too. Why are all of you tuning into Jenny? Okay, Jenny is no different. Okay. Yeah, she's married. So is Strong Mommy Chrissy. Yeah, she got a bunch of baby daddies. So does Strong Mommy Chrissy. Yeah, a lot of her kids have different baby daddies. Okay. Okay. And let the truth be told, any of you who are out here, and if I have this wrong, let me know. But let the truth be told, the beloved Kicking It with Sin City got she got a good amount of baby daddies too. Okay. Okay. And many children. As a beautiful woman who is 51, 52 years old, homegirl got a story, okay? And let me tell you, if you was watching Cindy last night, girlfriend, she said, oh, y'all didn't know I was with the motherfucking shits. Like, Cindy was pissed, okay? Cindy wasn't playing last night. She was with the shits. She's got a troll. She's got someone reacting on her every day. And she said, okay, you gonna make a bag on me, I'm gonna make a bag on you. You want to post on me every day, I'm going to post on you every day. We're going to see how you like this. So it's the time. If you are not into Miss Kicking It with Sin City and Walt and Be Love, girl, go get you some right now. It's some foolishness, okay? And we'll talk about it some. That's not my thing over there to really dissect that. But if you are into it, there is a wonderful reactor by the name of Loca Libra, Goddess of Order. She's a baddie out here on these YouTube streets. I love her. I support her in the bushes. And I watch her almost every single day. And she gives that great commentary on, and she did a couple Jasmine videos once. That's how I found her. But she really helped me get into Be Love and Walt and all of that, because she gives it nice and slow and detailed. So I like her. I like her commentary. So anyway, that's what's going on there. And I don't know, where was I even going with that? But oh, Madison. Okay, yesterday, let me just end things with Olivia. Olivia, if you thought you were getting away, bitch, boo bye. Okay. Let's look at this. What did I do with this yesterday? Oh, yes. Okay. Olivia, yesterday you were trying to be cute on that little drive around town. Girl. What? Look, it was funny when the person, it's like, look at the universe. I think someone in our chat has a grandbaby named Madison. Well, Olivia drives into her old apartments where she used to live. And she said, let me make sure I cover up these names because I don't need y'all calling the apartment complex and da 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 da. Girl, bye. When you drove in, I saw the sign. I was like, did that just say Madison? Did that say Madison at Largo? I don't know. I could be wrong. But when she made such a fuss about covering the name up as she was exiting, maybe I'm dropping some tea. I think I might be. I don't know. Maybe you guys saw it. But when I saw Madison in the chat, I was like, did you guys see it too? Because I thought I saw that. But I was like, when she made such a big deal about it, I was just like, I went back to the beginning and I was just like, oh, Madison, right? Okay, so whatever. So, but yeah, she took us, if you guys didn't see, just like when she took us to the Cuban bakery that day, if you don't want us to know where you're getting your pasteles or whatever pastries that you're getting from the Cuban bakery, next time as you're exiting, don't like, girl, adjust your camera. Nikki Caters, good morning, hon. Amelia Grace, good morning. Olivia, girl, you're getting sloppy. Just like when you went into that Jamaican restaurant and people were like, oh yeah, I know that restaurant. Girl, you're getting sloppy. You're getting sloppy, okay? And wherever that was that you were sitting out at yesterday, that little, I don't know, country store looking place, girl, I don't know if you were at some kind of plant, what you're doing, but girl, you're getting sloppy. You are getting very sloppy. And if you don't want people following you around and calling where you're at, stop giving people roadmaps to your business. Okay. That's number one. Number two, don't always expect people to do the right thing because you're messy as fuck. And we know how you operate. So understand that you get what you give, boo-boo. And this is the messy YouTube street. So you don't think that you are going to get messy YouTube streets? Stop taking people where you're at. If you don't want people up in your business, stop riding people around town and showing people your business. Okay. That's what I would suggest. But girl, you don't have to take my advice. You really don't. You don't have to take my advice at all. But I guess you're going to learn. That's just all I got to say on that. You're just going to learn. I don't care where you used to live. I don't care where you live now. You already told us where you live now. It's the apartment complex with the big lake. And everybody already knows. That's like the worst kept secret on the YouTube streets. Last thing I want to say about Jasmine too, since we've got Jasmine up on the screen, let me move this so you guys can see, the Bailey. I'm trying to move a comment. Ooh. Liv, listen to Fran. Absolutely. Jasmine spoke over Chris twice. He tried to thank the people. Look, number one, as a wife, as a wifey, because we know you're not a wife, as a wifey, girl, that's no, don't do that. He was not happy about that. And I guess my other point was it was just bad enough he didn't buy anything. So as a man, he couldn't have felt really good about the fact that he had all of these people doing for his baby. And yeah. If you guys remember the first time that Olivia got like a ton of gifts for the kids, Gerard, first of all, was like, yeah, they don't have to do that. We got it covered. Don't do that. That's a man. That is a man. Now, your wife has a social media presence where people want to do something nice for you guys. There's nothing wrong with accepting it. But he said, please tell the people they don't have to do anything. We got this covered. Okay. Pretty Stoner, absolutely. She's doing it for content. But do it for your safety too. Like, don't be stupid out here. There's always some weird shit that happens in Tampa. Tampa proper, I would stop. The fact that he can't do what, like, all the stuff that they had there, let's be honest, these people could not afford. Okay. That's it. And that's all. It's bad enough he could not do what they received. It's one thing to get what you received and you know, oh my God, we've got so much stuff. We've already bought a lot of this stuff. Thank you so much. We're going to get some other things, or we might donate it to something, whatever. She interrupted him while he is struggling with dealing with this situation of a community that he has to deal with. She interrupted him every single time he tried to speak. It's like, Jasmine, would you stop capping and caping? Could you please? Could you please? Can you let the man be a man? Could you go have several seats? You know, even Chrissy, the day that Rod spoke up for her, and she said, I wasn't expecting that. That was like, oh, like she was visibly surprised. Can we stop capping and caping? If you have a man that loves you, yeah, he's going to protect for you. He's going to provide for you, and he's going to be there for you. But because we're so speedball crazy, that we're so afraid to be hurt, that we jump ahead and not only do our job, but we do theirs too. You don't leave the men the space and opportunity to be a man and be the man for you that you want him to be. Some of us are crazy out here like Olivia, and she's going to bust your balls the whole way and make you feel like an asshole for even being with her because she doesn't know how to treat a man. Some of you are going to live a life less than like Jasmine because, yeah, if you're going to do everything, why should I bother stepping up? You seem to be happy doing everything, so I'm going to let you. Chris, okay? Maybe Jeremy Postel, okay? Okay? Okay. Okay. And that's it. I think I'm going to just stop right there. Okay. Guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you for letting me get this off. If you enjoy this commentary, don't forget to share it. If you know someone who needs to hear this today, if someone needs to come to the front of the church, if someone needs to get a little bit of like, do I do that? Are you trying to tell me something? If you need to discreetly drop this in a good girlfriend's, sister, auntie, yo mama's mailbox, be my guest, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, and share, okay? Sharing is caring, okay? There's some people out here that need some caring from this sharing. Do that, won't you? Let's make this social media thing happen and share. Okay. The only way that someone new is going to find out about me, it's up to you guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, putting your notification bell on. And I appreciate you guys so much. I've got to get to work and I will be seeing you in the bushes. Any of my bush ladies, I will be seeing you out there in the bushes. But your girl has got to go ahead and jump in the shower, get myself dressed, because I got to plenty of Zooms today and I got to show up, corporate business casual work from home ready. Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like this live. I appreciate it. Share it with whoever you think needs to know. And thanks again. Okay, take care. And let's go out on this because she's going to remind you of this for the rest of your motherfucking life. Okay. If you are out here and you are going out guns blazing, fully loaded and jumping into a box that belongs to Olivia Nicole, I'm going to need for you to listen. Okay.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. Whatever.
There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
All right.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.